calls Australia his second home, and we call him an honorary Aussie. Now, Chris Issak is returning for a national tour in April, where he'll perform his biggest hits from his nearly 40-year career. I caught up with Chris from his home in Nashville, guitar in hand, and his little dog Jack by his side.
Baby, the bad, bad thing. Baby, the bad, bad thing.
This is where you do something bad, Edwina.
I feel strapped to the chair. I can't, but maybe later. Maybe later.
Strapped to the chair is a start.
Baby, the bad, bad thing. I feel like crying.
We were just looking back at some of your hits, Wicked Game particularly, and I saw that Tenacious D have done a little bit of a recreation of that film clip.
Yes, Tenacious D did a version. The world was on fire, no one could save me but Edwina. They did a version, but instead of a beautiful girl running down the beach, it's two heavy-set guys in their underwear. It really wasn't a way I had imagined it, but it was beautiful.
I love kind of that rockabilly blues country genre because the lyrics are always such an important part of each song. What is the most inane thing you've ever written a song about? The silliest thing that sparked an idea?
Dogs love Christmas too, just like me and you. No, they don't go shopping or hang up a stocking, but there's lots of things they do. I wrote that song, Dogs Love Christmas Too, and it's all about dogs talking to Santa Claus and Santa Claus giving them treats, and I love it, but at the end of the song I thought, that's the silliest song I've ever written, but I love it.
I can see 1-2 guitars just in this shot.
Yeah.
How wide is your collection of instruments there at your home?
You know, like a fireman would have fire extinguishers in every room, I have guitars in every room, just in case. I got, you know, in case there was an earthquake or something and I got trapped, I'm never too far from a guitar.
I know when somebody's lying. I know when somebody's lying.
It must be a pretty powerful thing to know that your music is kind of the soundtrack to people's love lives in many ways.
Oh my God, people come up to me and they say, hey, we have 2 kids and we made them both to your, to your music. And I'm like, thank you, more than I needed to know, but okay, thanks.
Too much information.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
It's an eye for an eye. Now we're even.
We know you love coming to Australia. You referred to it as your second home. I'm kind of waiting for someone to say, I hate Australia, but I'm coming back anyway.
Oh my God.
Like every artist says, we love it here.
Anybody who says they hate Australia, you send them to me. I knock them out. What's not to like about Australia? The food's good, the people are friendly, it's sunny, you got ocean everywhere. It's awesome. My bass player is married to an Australian woman. My guitar player is married to an Australian woman. And I think he's gonna move back to Australia. And he'll still be in my band, but he'll be in Australia.
Hey, we have had some issues before, Chris, with dogs coming over with Americans. Johnny Depp comes to mind, his dogs. Jack not coming, I imagine, to Australia?
Jack won't be coming to Australia, but I have a small bag and I will be bringing Johnny Depp in that.
Oh, Chris Issak, I can't wait to have you here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining us, and particularly to Jack. He's fallen asleep, but I know he enjoyed it.
Thank you, Edwina.
Oh, I'd love to. I feel like I'm on a little sort of private mini concert then. Catch up with an old friend. You can see Chris Issak performing in concert in April with shows right around the country, including a series of winery venues. That'll be fun. All the ticket details are at sunrise.com.au, and hopefully he'll come and visit us here in the studio too.
Yes.
Sublime talent.
Yeah,
just so
loved it.
good. When he can just break into a song like that.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there, his guitar's just hanging out. So good.
Thanks, Eddie. Well, you know that feeling of wanting